Hello, I am Albina Terpetska for Albinspire Family Relationship Coaching. I help parents and children just like you create the families they deserve. Whether we have to be onto quarantine or not is not really our choice. But what we do get to choose is how we spend the time with our families. And I strongly suggest you to make those decisions as a family, not by yourself as a parent. Why? Because that way you will get everyone on board and you will be able to hear each other's voices and choices. This will only strengthen your family. So here is what you need to do when you make those decisions. To make sure that everyone's voice is counted and heard, have family meetings. And they don't have to be boring. They can be a lot of fun. You can give them serious names or you can give them funny names. Whatever you want to call it, just have it and have fun with it. Why it's important? Because together you will be able to come up with the ways and rules for your living during quarantine. And I'm here to share with you some ideas that you can discuss and decisions that you can make at your family meeting. Number one, talk about school. We all know that because of distant learning, most of children's schedules have changed. So it is very important to make sure that your child knows when they are supposed to learning, when they have to have that learning time. And one of the big mistakes that parents make is they are on their child all the time. Aren't you supposed to be learning right now? What are you doing playing here? What are you doing watching TV right now? So be really careful about that, because children do not have to be learning 100% of the day, all the time. It's exhausting. Make sure that your child has clearly scheduled times when they need to learn, when they need to help about the house, and when they need to rest. Because it's something that we hardworking people very often as adults forget to do, is to rest. And it's a really important habit to teach your child from the very early age that if they work, they do need to take, especially doing mental kind of work, they do need to take those breaks. Schedule them in and make sure that your child has some rest. It's going to be more productive for them and it's going to be better for you because it will affect their mood. The next topic that you want to discuss is meals, especially meal planning. Right now, you have more time and you have a chance to eat healthier and to eat the food that you really like. Real food, not the food from packages that we pour hot water in, stir it, and let it sit for 1 minute and it's ready to be eaten. No, let's eat real food. Eat what you like, what you enjoy. Pick a menu that you're going to have next day. Plan it for the entire week. What you're going to eat, when, and when you're going to do some shopping, who's going to cook what, and cook meals as an entire family. It's a lot of fun and it's a very healthy habit. It's a great use of your time and it's totally worth it. Number three, discuss your family dress code. And here's what I mean. Because we are staying at home, it's so tempting to just wear that pajama all day long and not to change into nice clothes, that most of children and adults do that. But it's not really good for self-esteem and the way you feel about getting work done. When you're in your pajamas, your brain sends you a signal that it's a bedtime. It's time to relax. It's time to be lazy, which is totally fine when it's at the end of the day and you're going to bed. But when you just woke up and you have work to do, you have learning to do, then it's a different story. That's not a good habit to develop. That's why talk to your family about changing into clean, nice clothes as soon as they get up, and behave just like they would if they had to go to work or to school. Tip number 4, exercise. We all have heard an excuse, I don't have time to exercise. Right now, you do not have that excuse. Neither does your child. You all need to move and exercise to feel good and to stay fit and healthy. That's why it's important for you to make it a habit. Start exercising as a family. You can go for a walk, or if you don't have that opportunity, if you live in a small, tiny apartment, you still can find the ways how you can move around and what kind of exercises you can do to stay healthy. And if you don't have a clue what kind of exercises to do, talk to Dr. Google. And the last tip is have fun. Find some great quality entertainment. What do I mean? Play games with your child. Do Lego. Play hide and seek. Play board games. Something that helps you and your child develop your memory, develop your social skills, and just to spend quality time together. Ask your child to show you what they have learned for all these years. They have been going to school. They have been reading books. They have taken different classes before and after school. So ask them to show and tell you what they have learned, and in turn, show and tell them what you have learned. I'm sure that you have a lot to teach. I encourage you to make this quarantine time memorable for your children. I'm sure you don't want them to remember this quarantine time with you as something boring and forceful. You can help them to remember this quarantine time as a very special, unique time that they spend with their family. I hope you like this video. Please share it with others and leave a comment below. What idea did you like the most?